Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today, I'm bored as fuck, so, we're ranking every TDS tower. First, we've got your normal ranks. You got your S tiers, your A tiers, your B tiers, your C tiers, your D tiers, and your don't own tiers. The famous tier don't own. These are for towers that I don't own, surprisingly, so let's get them out of the way. War Machine. Why would I own a War Machine? Same with Mecha Base, they're both, no, what was I going to say? Hard admin towers. That's the name. They're admin towers. That's what they are. Any other towers I don't own? Swammer. Sorry, boys. I can't rank smaller. Commando. And I believe Slash is the only other one I do not own. I believe I have every other tower in the game. If I do come across another one that I don't own, I will obviously whack them in there. But first of all, normal scout. Eh. It's okay, isn't it? It's C, probably. That's the best. But Golden Scout, however. What are we saying about Golden Scouts? I don't really know about Golden Scout. I think it's high A personally. Sniper, same as Scout, pretty shit. Soldier! Where do you put Soldier? B. That's not B. It's B tier too high. It's very, very high C tier. It's a very good starting tower, very good tower if you're just starting the game out. Now, this is really useful because it goes in like order of like if there's Pyromancer, Golden Pyromancer, Crook Boss, Golden Crook Boss. So I don't have to wait till the end to rank all the golden towers. Minigunner, golden minigunner, and then we've got all the hardcore towers right at the end, and then the event towers. Thank you for whoever made this tier list. Really useful, actually. Anyway, Golden Soldier, recent buff. Incredible. What a tower that is now currently. High A tier with Golden Scouts. It's such a good tower now. Like, generally, with the new Fallen mode, it's probably the best starter tower in the new Fallen mode. Paintballer. Bet you weren't expecting that. If you haven't played the game recently, you'll be like, what the fuck? Why is Paintballer in beta? Because he's half decent now. He actually does a job and a half to be fair. So, why does he do a job and a half? Because they've buffed his damage, basically. They buffed him. They gave him a massive buff, and I'm very happy about it. I love it when my boy gets buffed. I do love Paintballer. Although they need to change his appearance, he is still very, very basic. He's the only one in the game to still have that, like, 2019 Pyromancer, and any others? Electroshocker, I think. Medic, I think, is the only other one. Actually, no, there's a few, isn't there, to have the blocky design, not the new meshes. You know what I mean, like this kind of shit little, pretty, not low effort, but you know what I mean. Low quality. Hunter, D tier, fuck him, fuck Hunter, all my homies hate Hunter. Demo man. C tier, he's just kind of like on par with these starter towers, but he explodes things now. And he also, I think he has intersection, or did they remove that? Who knows? I didn't read the most recent boss, I only read the boss for this motherfucker. And he's half good now. But so yeah, no, Demo Man, just boomy boy, just an explosion, basically. And if you're wondering why I don't like Hunter, just pretty naff, innit? He doesn't really do much, he got nothing special, he just kind of shoots flying things sometimes. Militant. Beat it. Obviously, beat it. Very, very, very decent. Tower militant is very decent tower. It's very good for early players, beginners. One of the first towers I only recommend to get because he does a decent damage output for Molten mode, which will be the mode that you will be grinding if you're starting the game. Very, very decent tower. Freezer, I don't use Freezer enough. To be honest, I don't use half these towers enough. I only have a select of like 5, but I really don't use Freezer enough. He's alright, but he's outshined by like Cryomancer and Frost Blaster, isn't he? There's just better equivalents, isn't there? So I'm gonna put him between Soldier and Scout. Pyromancer. I mean, the Golden Tower is infinitely better, but you don't get the Golden Tower till much, much, much later on. I've never really used normal Pyromancer outside the Frost Invasion event in 2021. That's when that was, wasn't it? Wow, I feel old all of a sudden. Jesus Christ, I'm playing this game for 4 years. Wow, Jesus. So yes, no, Pyromancer. Where are we putting Mr. Pyromancer? Yeah. Golden Pyromancer, however. Oop. A great Golden Tower. Great in events, great for hordes mainly. Ace Pilot. I've used this tower a couple of times. The new tower a couple of times. It's really good. The old Ace Pilot was really good. I think it's low A tier. It does a really good damage outlet, and I don't really use the figure eight, not the figure. Yeah, no, it is the figure eight, isn't it? I don't really use the figure eight much. I do use a reversal though. That's really useful to try and catch some leaks if they run past him. Using the reverse flight feature, that's a very good addition, which probably bumps up from being a high B tier. Military base. Now, if mercenary base is it the better version? It's kind of a different tower. Elf camp, I'd say, would be the direct upgrade on military base. Military base. Military base. But, it's still a very good tower. It can sell a multi mode on its own, and for that, it's got to get a low A tier, surely. Rocketeer, shit. There's nothing else to say about Rocketeer. He is awful. Does anyone actually use him? Electroshocker. Electroshocker, right. Where do we put Electroshocker? I haven't used him enough recently. Did he get a recent buff? I feel like he might have. I think that's only fair, personally. I don't use him. He does have some decent shock. He has some nice, like, I think he does 90 damage at max and that. That's nice. That's a decent water break. That's decent. Like, he is half decent. He just, I don't feel the need. He just ends up taking a slot, doesn't he, in the in your loadout, when you could place him with a different support tower. Maybe, I'm trying to think of said different, maybe Frostblast would do a better job. Sledger, maybe Jester. Jester could do a decent job. Can he still turn around bosses? I don't think he can anymore. Or they made it so he can only turn around for slower. Croc Boss, my favourite. He got a fairly recent buff a few months ago. Low beta. Got a Croc Boss. High beat it, mainly because he's just upgraded on the upgrade on the Croc Boss, so has the same flaws as the Croc Boss. What I'm trying to say is he's basically just upgraded the Croc Boss in every which way. He's better than him in every single, like, aspect of gameplay. Croc Boss's weaknesses really are just the slow fire rate and the maybe subpar damage at max further levels, and the Crocs are cool, to be fair. Farm. Surely our first S tier is Farm. It is absolutely pivotal to pretty much anything bar events. It is such a ridiculously good tower. Ridiculously useful tower, mainly. May I add. Not just like he's stupidly good at the game, he is just really useful. So yeah, no, Farm, S tier. Gets your money, you can't complain. Medic! Where does Medic go? I mean, really useful for, like, harder events. Low beta, really useful for harder events where you might, where bosses where they spam a lot. So, like, the Polluted Wastelands 2 or Badlands, really useful for that. But for, like, just normal game modes, like, I've never brought Medic to a Fallen game. I haven't played much of the new Fallen mode, so I don't know how the Fallen King actually acts. Axe? That sounds more like I'm saying axe. Oh fuck! I've got a speech impediment. I've got that. Shotgunner, very, very good early game tower. Better than Soldier. Better than Paintballer. They're like, no, he got nerfed. He's down here. He is there. Trapper. I'm sorry, Trapper. That feels slightly unfair on Trapper, but I think that's accurate. Trapper is so bad. It's laughable. He is awful. Why is he so bad? He released and people were like, oh my god, he does damage. Oh no. Oh, he's gonna be the best meta tower ever. Because that's what people do when they release a new tower. They hype it up like I did with the Brawler. Yeah. They hype it up to a stupid extent, and then you realise he's actually pretty shit. Commander, S tier, DJ, S tier, both for the same reason. They are pivotal. You need to bring either one of them to every single game, or you are probably losing. Bar Molten, bar intermediate mode, bar easy mode, obviously. Every other mode, you need one of those, at least one of those two in your loadout. Normal Cowboy. Other than making some money, I guess. He's got alright damage, he's got hint detection. That's always a plus, isn't it? I see. Low B. Just an upgrade in the money, isn't he? He's actually half decent now that they buffed him, so he's got a better return than normal Cowboy, didn't they? Warden. This is a tower that I think is heavily underused. He stuns for a while. He's got he can't be stunned himself, and he's really easy to get. Pete's Party is not a hard game mode, and then what was it? Is it 8,000 coins? Something like that. I to be honest, I originally thought it was 800. Is it? How much is Warden? I'll flash on screen now. May I won't do that. You never know. Um, but I can't remember how much he is, but he's not too hard to get, and he's got Gladiator's block ability. He is worse than Brawler by a country mile. But for like, if you're kind of not at that point yet where you can get Brawler, Warden's probably your best bet for studying things. Turret, another massively underused tower. Worse, it's just the price, isn't it? The price of the turret is ridiculous, and the placement limit of 5 is, in my opinion, fucking stupid. Can you only place 5 of them? Who knows? Oh yeah, no, the damage is good. Jesus Christ, the damage is good, and it's really good for the level you get it at level 50. It's probably because you don't have at that point accelerator. You will have minigun at that point though. You should really have minigunner at that point, and you might also have ranger. I can't remember what I had at level 50. It was a while ago. Mortar. Oh, that's a pickle. Really good for flying enemies. So that automatically puts him in a B because Fallen now has flying enemies. Pizza Party has flying enemies. Any other game I could think of have flying enemies? Pretty much all of the new events have had flying enemies, have they? I might have made that up. Who knows? But anyway, Mortar, the damage is good. Gets flying enemies, splash damage, kills at least 2 in 1. Very, very decent. Pursuit, I fucking love Pursuit. Pursuit is one of my favourite towers. Mainly because he's really good. He is expensive. He isn't the best at damage. He doesn't have hidden detection anymore. He used to be better, but I just love him. I love the idea of having a floating helicopter, because that is just cool, isn't it? Having a helicopter just fly around and kill all the zombies for you. That is just fucking cool. I'm sorry, if you don't like it, I don't know, leave a comment calling me a silly poo-poo head. I don't fucking know. Don't do that. That's just a bit weird. Rango, Tales from Africa. If you watched that show as a kid, you'll get the reference. Ranger, high A, obviously. He does a range buff now. And 1,000 damage. What is not to love? Minigunner, low A tier. Golden Minigunner, high S, low S tier. Of course. Golden Minigunner is on par. Is one of the best towers in the game. Why is it he should be up here? Minigunner, not so much. I think if you Minigunner is a really good, really good tower, but as soon as you start using Golden Minigunner, you never go back because there's no different. There's no point ever using Minigunner. As soon as you ever get Minigunner, or any other towers like I think are similar to him, not really. I mean, Accelerator. Yeah, I guess if you get Golden Minigunner, Accelerator, Minigunner becomes basically obsolete. Mercenary base, obviously. What a tower that is. When it released, it changed the game for better or for worse, but it was ridiculous what a tower that is. Like, just the amount of things it can do. It can heal the things. It can spawn in things. Those things can kill things. I like the word things, can't you tell? Not very good at explaining why I like mercenary base so much. I just think it's a really powerful tower. Obviously, Accelerator is an S tier, and it is on par, if not better than Golden Minigunner. It's just the placement, isn't it? And the cost, I think it's slightly more than Golden Minigunner, and it costs slightly more to place. But yes, and also has a placement limit of 8, and Golden Minigunner has a placement limit of infinite, so he will get the bumpies. Engineer, there we go, right in between the two. Actually, no, he is first. The sentries are ridiculous. If the sentries kept their hidden detection, they would be just on a different level. If the sentries got buffed by either Commander or DJ, the game would break. I think the game would just actually break. But still, with having, how many can she have? Is it 4 or 5 sentries or something? The DPS she recruits is ridiculous. The tower itself, the actual person, not very good. Pretty naff. But the sentries absolutely carry her. Brawler, the best starter game tower. He is incredibly good early game. He is so reliable. He does so much damage for like 300 cash. He does like 10 damage for 300 cash, which one shots the first enemies in any game mode basically. He is ridiculously good. He also has reposition, which is the only tower you can move across the map. That's pretty cool and unique. He also he has his stun thing after 3 hits, which is ridiculously overpowered at max level. You can basically if you have like 4 of them, you can soft lock anything, especially at Honey Valley. Honey Valley and Brawler go together like cheese and wine. Oh my god. He is ridiculously good. Gladiator. I can't move. There you go. Gladiator. Massive fall off. Used to be the early game GOAT. Then they carried on, they introduced more and more buffs for early game towers. It's not necessarily that he got nerfed. It's just the fact that everything else got better and surpassed him infinitely. Brawler is better in every which way, and I still like the fact I own Gladiator. I don't know from the original event. I bought him. I don't care what you're gonna say about that. To be honest, I couldn't care less if you bought a tower if you got it legitimately. That's cool. Frosty Boy, Frosty Blaster, better than Freezer. Where Freezer's there, high B tier. If I do need freeze, I will go for Frost Blaster. He's the one I will always go to because he is the best, isn't he? He is the best for freezing, but I don't really need freezing much. I just tend to use like high powered DPS to kill the things, not to. I don't bother freezing them. I don't. If you do need more time though, he is your guy. This guy is this guy working now? There was a period of time where I would have to put him in D because he didn't work. So if he still is broken completely, where like I think it's level 2 and he gets fire arrows that he just doesn't shoot anymore, or he does no damage or something. He's a really cool tower though. If not, I'd put him in like probably B. So I'm gonna assume that he's not working currently. Someone can tell me in the comments if he is or isn't working. But other than that, he would go in a B. Toxic Gunner. I'm sorry. Not a big fan. Sure, they rebalanced him. They re-released him. Sure, I said at the time that it was worth your money. Because he is okay. But like I don't use him. I don't think I've ever used him in an actual game, bar a challenge video. Or a challenge I'm doing off camera. Do you want me to do TDS challenges? Because I need to branch out to TDS challenges because I've got a few ideas. But yeah, no. Toxic Gunner. Useless. Basically. Sledger. Better. Sledger is much better than Toxic Gunner. Because I've used him more than Toxic Gunner. Infinitely. He is so much better than Toxic Gunner in every single which way. And I got both of them legitimately, I'm pretty sure, I think. I remember. I can't remember 5 years ago, sorry. Do apologise. It is 2024 and this motherfucker came out in 2020. That's not 5 years ago, that's 4 years ago. What am I saying? But anyway. Executioner. The Solar Eclipse event. If we were ranking it not based off the tower load, I would put that instantly in S because that event was sublime. What an event. The 4 acts. Perfect. It was perfect. The Solar Eclipse event, the only thing was the delays, basically. That's the only thing that was bad about that event, but it was so worth it. But we have to rank off based off the tower and its capability and its usefulness capabilities. It's okay. Probably put it similar to Sledger. It does okay damage. You can. You were able to, when it came out, get hidden detection if you placed one down and saved. Get hidden detection before the first hiddens, and it did a good job, to be fair. It got you to wave 13, and then you got hidden detection. It killed all the hiddens, and then it got you. Can't remember what the final wave it got you to, and you got all. Is it 6 or is it? How many can you have? I can't remember how many you can have. It's 6, 4, maybe 5, maybe 8. I can't remember. Necromancer. I want this skin. Give me the fucking spring skin, please. I really want the spring skin. It looks sick. It looks really good. But just based on tower alone, it is the worst. It is the worst hardcore tower, isn't it? By a country mile. It is the worst. It is the worst hardcore tower, yeah. The worst tower that costs gems, anyway. That's what I'll count as a hardcore tower just for this video. Whoa, calm down, guys. I know it's technically an event tower. It comes out of Halloween. It's a good tower. It's a useful tower at some circumstances. But there are just better, isn't there? It's a very good tower, don't get me wrong. Elfie Camp. I feel like I need to just put this next to military base, like that. I feel like that is the best place to put him, to be honest. He is Oh, actually, I think military base after the buff is probably better. But is Warden better? Yes. Is Minigunner better? Hell yes. Is Frost Blaster better? And is God of Crook Blast better? It's really hard to compare Elf Camp because there's only one other tower that does exactly the same as it does. There's only one other spawner tower, isn't there? Only one other tower that does exactly the same as it does, and that's military base. And I think it's probably slightly worse of it, just because you can only place two. It clogs up the path. It is really good at clogging up the path and just numbers, which obviously, as Commander would say, there are strength in numbers. So, I think I have to put it in here. Jester. It is an A tier, isn't it? It's a really good tower, but it's been nerfed. Why do they always take good things away from us, man? What the hell? Cryomancer, the latest event tower. Was it? Is it the latest event tower? Has there been an event since? I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, I think it is the latest event tower, and for that I'm putting it in A tier. And that I haven't actually explained why I put Cryomancer in A tier, other than it's the latest event tower. It's alright. It's not better than Frost Blaster, however. There we go. Oh, I've dropped my pen. There we go. That is the final tier list. If you have any qualms with that, then, I mean, feel free to leave a comment telling me why I'm such a fucking idiot, and you think Rocketeer should be an S tier, and Accelerator in D. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did go on to enjoy the video at any point, or hell agree or disagree, you are now burdened with having to leave a like and subscribe. If you did disagree, like and subscribe. If you agreed, like and subscribe. And hit that notification bell, so you know every time I upload, which isn't often. I won't clog you up subscriptions, don't worry. You can check my channel, it's not often, it's only ever once a week. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. I'm trying so hard to get this to 22 minutes, because this is bugging me if it's 21:56. 3, 2, 1, bye-bye.